Hey guys, it's Adam and Steph with DebtFreeSpending.com, and we are going to be doing our Periscope Live and our YouTube video live today. And so we're going to be talking today about minimalism a little bit. We did do a Periscope on it last week, but we have to come up with a better name for what we're gonna call this, because each day we're gonna do like a frugal tip, and we're gonna just talk a little bit and bring you some kind of news and just share about our day a little bit and things like that. So we're thinking we might call it Daily Dime, but if you have a better idea, share that with us. So,
how do they do that? To hashtag it, or
you could tweet us out at Debt Free Spending instead of Debt Free Spending. Twit or tweet? I think it's twit. It's tweet. Like send a tweet. Okay. Well, anyways, you'll want to tweet us out at Debt Free Spending, and that's Debt Free Spending without the G on the end. So anyways, so today, like we forgot to talk, we were talking to you yesterday about our friends that lost their daughter, and so we kind of got our negativity. And also it was Robin Williams' death of his...
The 11th was the anniversary of his death.
Yeah, it was the anniversary of his death. That's kind of like really a bummer, you know what I mean?
And we're not really going to start each...
show with something negative.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Okay, yeah. So, like, this is my teacher in-service hair. I was at in-service today, and it was up all day, and so I don't know that I'm going to be coming to you beautiful every day, so just be prepared for that.
Well, it's, what time is it?
It's almost 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time
and
here.
I just now got a shower.
Yes,
so
that's okay.
Chasing the baby around all day.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So, I was at the in-service today, and I was going to tell you guys this funny story, too, but we have an expression here that my grandma, who's like going to be 86 in a couple weeks, uses. And we were talking. I had a training today on mental health, and I'll tell you, after such a long day, I don't know so much about my mental health. But anyways, but we were talking
did it
about.
Help or did it hurt it?
I don't know. I guess it helped.
It strained it, didn't it?
No, but well, by the end of the day, yeah, my mental health wasn't so good. But we definitely had some great information about depression in kids and what things like that in kids look like. But we were talking about. They were asking us, I was telling them about a situation at one of my schools where we have a student that was really struggling with, just different feelings and different things from a home life and whatnot. And so we were talking about, So we were talking about the counselor, or not the counselor, but one of the people, I'll just wait till it's quiet, but about one of the people in the building, and I said he was as useless as tits on a warthog. Warthog. Boarhog. Tits on a boarhog. I mean, have you heard that expression, or is that just an East Coast thing? Maybe that's just maybe that's a Pennsylvania thing.
I don't know. There's lots of Pennsylvaniaisms.
Yeah, they do say that we live in like Pennsyltucky, which is like.
No offense to anybody in Kentucky. It's a beautiful state. We love it.
Yeah. But like, do you ever say like "right up your room"? We say that here. We say. My friend from Ohio actually said to me one time, "What do you mean right up your room?" And I'm like, red it up, pick everything up, clean up, organize. And he was like, "You paint it red?" I'm like, "No." So that's another Pennsylvania thing. So maybe you guys don't have that.
There's lots of them, tons of them that I can't even remember all of them.
Yeah, right. But we'll have to share some of those as we go. But anyways, so our frugal tip of the day. Let's get to that. Like, dun, 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 dun. As of yesterday, if you watched yesterday's episode, I already had my coffee drink today. My homemade coffee drink. It's free
every day.
Hubby makes it for me every day.
I'd already rinsed out the cup, or I'd show you the empty, dirty cup.
That's okay. I was gonna actually keep it, and then you put it in the sink, but I didn't want to yell at you, so it's okay. It's all right.
You'd yell at me for putting it. Well, no. You have before.
Okay, maybe I have.
Where's my glass? She says. I don't know. I put it away. I put it in the dishwasher.
So let me tell you a little bit about our backstory. We have a backstory.
Wait, frugal tip of the day? Or we're not
well, we're going to get to frugal tip of the day. That's part of the backstory. But anyways, the backstory to our situation is that we just decided several years ago we wanted to be debt-free. We have a son. Our first son's adopted from Guatemala. We had an in vitro cycle after he came home about 2 years later that didn't work. And last year we had another in vitro cycle with our son, who's now 14 months. So we've spent about $100,000 having kids. And we used to call them our... I used to call them our
new car.
No, I called them my BMWs as a joke, but actually a BMW is actually more expensive than a kid now. That's kind of crazy. Like,
Mercedes-Benz.
Like a Mercedes-Benz. Aren't they like 50 or 60,000? I'm pretty sure they're like 50 or 60,000. You could actually get 2 kids for the cost of one Mercedes-Benz. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. So now I call them my Toyota Camrys because that's probably about 30,000. So my Toyota Camrys, are pretty awesome. And so to get the last kid, we had to fork out another 30 grand. But anyways, part of that journey was we wanted to do it and be debt free as soon as possible afterwards. And so that started our journey to becoming debt-free.
We wanted to pay that off as soon as possible.
But then it was like halfway through getting ready for that, we kind of got sidetracked, and we ended up taking out a car loan. And so that was our only debt. that was our only debt.
That was fun.
Yeah. So if you go to debtfreespending.com and search our go to finance, you'll probably see that blog post about how we sold our car back. Those dogs are going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, can you get the dogs too, please?
You might have to get the dogs. I don't know that he's going to want to get the dogs. But anyways, so it was like...
You got them.
Okay, so it was like 20... Sorry. So we had...
Here they come. Here come the...
Okay, we're getting there. Let's tell the story. I feel like Kathy Gifford. Well, not right now because she's going through a rough time. But yeah, that was the other thing. Frank Gifford died this week. Oh my. Anyways. So so the biggest thing is that we, had to sell our Buick back. And so... we sold...
It's like a circus around here some nights.
This is just the way it's going to be some nights. But anyways, so we sold our Buick Enclave back to the dealership last year. We actually sold it back on Columbus Day weekend. And shortly after that, it took us from October until this past March. And other than our house, we're completely debt-free. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, now the house... Don't know how long that's going to take. We're working at it, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer than it took to get the other thing paid down. But the other thing was after we had the baby, I kind of went through a little postpartum. And so we started trying, I look really rough, sorry. But we decided to become minimalist as much as we could for our lifestyle. And that was what I shared in last week's Periscope. If you're not following us on Periscope, it's debtfreespending.com. And where we live stream every Thursday night around the same time. So our Thursday night will be dedicated to minimalism every week, around between either 8 or 9. And when we start...
Tomorrow. I was thinking it was tonight.
No, tomorrow's Thursday. But anyways, so we started purging, and that was the first thing. And if you haven't seen our Periscope on minimalism, definitely read our blog post. Come to Debt Free Spending. In the search bar, search minimalism. It'll bring up all the posts. So I would say our first step in becoming a minimalist was we had a huge yard sale last year. And what we didn't sell, we donated to a local ministry. Mm-hmm. And
that was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and so obviously the baby was kind of sick this year, and we had a lot of we were just not getting a lot of sleep, and the baby has had a lot of doctor's visits. So we couldn't purge as much as we wanted to this year, but this summer we've really started purging. And so one of the things we did was go through our closets and go through all of our food. And we got rid of 7 contractor bags full of clothing or more. And we also got rid of a ton of, our son's actually pulling the tablecloth off the table. But we got rid of a ton of shoes and all the food in our fridge that we had, or not our fridge, our pantry that we weren't eating. We got rid of all that stuff. So I think becoming a minimalist for probably somebody like us, a middle class family, I would say we started watching Alaskan Bush People too, and it was we just wanted to get rid of our stuff. We're tired of stuff ruling us.
Yeah, it does.
Are you tired of stuff ruling? I mean, I get tired of it.
Just it gets, you have to clean it. You have to, it's just
yeah, you have to take care of it. You have to, the kids are enough to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Let alone all the bajillion things that they think that they need or want. You know what I mean? So, what I guess our biggest tip for becoming a minimalist or starting to is to start, if you haven't used it in a year, get rid of it. If you haven't eaten it in a year, or at least within the expiration date, get rid of it.
You got some moldy apples in the
oh my gosh,
fruit bowl.
Except for the fact that I did have cheese a year ago. Remember that? I had shredded cheese, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It had been in our fridge for 8 months. It was at the bottom underneath something, and when I was purging the refrigerator, I found it. And it was 8 months old. It was not moldy. I'm like, what does that mean?
It means it's
there's some kind of
a lot of preservatives.
Preservatives, yeah. So I came home the next week and I said to Adam, that's it. We're gonna fresh grate all of our cheese from now on.
How long did that last?
I did that 1 week, and I haven't bought any shredded cheese.
Well,
since.
You know why? What happened with the mozzarella cheese? I remember she put it into a plastic container, and what did I think it was? I forget, but I threw it out. I dumped it in the sink down in the garbage disposal, and I thought, wait a minute, this isn't what I thought it was.
Yeah, you thought it was grated Parmesan, I think.
No.
But it was shredded mozzarella, and it was expensive.
I know it was, but I threw it away.
That's okay.
Oops.
That's the kind of stuff that we do. Anyway, so our tip for the day, obviously, is to start thinking about what you don't need, and spend more time purging your stuff than buying stuff. That means get out of the stores unless you're there. Become a shopping ninja. If you're gonna go into the store, go in with a plan, go in with coupons or a deal, and only buy those things. Don't go in and pay full price for anything ever.
Or just wander around, with no direction or no
have a list.
That's hundreds of times I've had people say, whether they're the cashier or my wife, when she's waiting outside, she'll say, "Man, that was fast," or somebody will say, "Man, that was." I say, "Hey, I know where everything is. I stick to my list."
And we have taught a lot of coupon classes in our area. We've taught a lot of coupon classes through our website, debtfreespending.com. And we've had a ton of people, who say that they, that's the hardest part. Don't shop when you go in. Don't meander. Don't take your kids. Don't go hungry. Try to go just as quick as you can to get what you need. And that's really going to help you, And
I don't know if this is something that's practical for everybody, but for us, we can all go, but don't sit in the car while I go in.
Yeah, only one of us goes into the store usually. Yeah. We don't.
I go in and out, and I'm in and out in 10 minutes. I mean,
Yeah. So we save about $7,000 a year couponing and doing deals. So if you're not familiar with coupons and deals, you're gonna have AJ. Shh, we're on our video.
He fell. It's okay.
Go ahead and grab him. So if you're not doing coupons and deals, then you definitely need to be thinking about doing that.
He went down hard.
Sorry. This is really disruptive. Do you mind taking him? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Tell everybody how grumpy you are right now. Can you tell them you're tired and grumpy?
You see us both on this.
Okay. So hopefully, anyways, the point is that hopefully if you're thinking about, trying to save money or become debt-free, start following us every night. We'll have a daily tip for you. We'll help you get debt-free, as much as we can. Give you all of the tips things that we've used, the things that we've done, and hopefully help you guys save some money. So, keep checking back, and we'll have a tip for you at least every day.